Anambra State Governor Professor Charles Soludo has been sworn in for a second term in office. Hi. Welcome to What's Happening. These are our top 10 stories countdown today. At number 10, Israel said that it has killed Ali Larijani, the secretary of Iran's Supreme National Security Council, as well as the head of Iran's Basij paramilitary force. Tehran has yet to comment on these alleged killings. Ali Larijani, the head of Iran's National Security Council, whom Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz said was eliminated Monday night, had emerged as one of the most important figures in Iran in recent months. At number 9, Real Madrid and Paris Saint-Germain are set to be monitoring Victor Osimhen ahead of a potential summer transfer. According to Turkish journalist Ali Nassi, Real Madrid have listed Osimhen and Erling Haaland of Manchester City among their transfer options for next season. Ali Nassi also added that representatives of Real Madrid and Paris Saint-Germain were at Rams Park last Tuesday to watch Osimhen during Galatasaray's UEFA Champions League clash against Liverpool FC. Real Madrid have been tracking Osimhen for some time, with the contract situation of some of their players, particularly Vinicius Jr., heightening the possibility of a move. At number 8, the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, Kano State Command, has deployed over 3,400 personnel across the state to ensure security before, during, and after the Eid al-Fitr celebrations. The state commandant, Hassan Mohammed Agalama, disclosed this in a statement issued on Tuesday by the command's public relations officer, Ibrahim Idris Abdullahi, noting that the deployment is part of proactive measures to guarantee peaceful festivities and protect critical national assets. According to him, operatives have been strategically positioned at Eid praying grounds, recreational centers, markets, motor parks, and other vulnerable public locations across Kano State. At number 7, President Bola TINUBU has directed Nigeria security chiefs to relocate to Maiduguri, the capital of Borno State, to take charge of the security situation following recent terrorist attacks in the area. TINUBU also vowed that his administration would intensify efforts to confront criminal groups operating across the country. In a statement he issued on Tuesday in Abuja, TINUBU described the latest development in Maiduguri as deeply troubling. He expressed condolences to families of those who lost their lives, sympathized with the injured, and assured residents of the state of the federal government's support during the difficult period. At number 6, the Oyo State government has advised residents and farmers across the state to remain vigilant and adhere strictly to government advisories to prevent flooding and safeguard lives and property as the rainy season approaches. This was contained in a statement issued on Monday by the Commissioner for Environment and Natural Resources, Ademola Aderinto, and made available to journalists in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. Aderinto, in the statement, said the state government would continue to put proactive measures in place to prevent flooding and mitigate its impact across the states. At number 5, the Kebbi State government is set to distribute over 3.1 million insecticide-treated nets to households across the state as part of efforts to combat malaria and improve public health. The Commissioner of Health, Alhaji Yakubu Samalia, disclosed this on Monday during a one-day media briefing on the ITN mass distribution campaign. He was represented by the Director of Public Health, Usman Magaji. Magaji reiterated the government's commitment to eradicating malaria, describing ITNS as highly effective in preventing mosquito bites and reducing transmission of the disease. He urged residents to make proper use of nets to protect their families. At number 4, the Senate has cleared former lawmaker representing Rivers South East Senatorial District, Magnus Abe, for appointment as chairman of the board of the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission. Abe, a political ally of the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, was screened by the Senate Committee on Petroleum Resources before receiving approval by lawmakers. The committee, chaired by Senator Eteng Jonah Williams, who represents Cross River Central Senatorial District, screened nominees forwarded by President Bola TINUBU for appointment as chairman and non-executive commissioners of the commission. At number 3, the Nigerian Bar Association has criticized Justice Mohammed Umar of the Federal High Court in Abuja for ordering a lawyer, Marshal Abubakar, to kneel in court. Abubakar, the lead defense lawyer to human rights activist Omayele Sowore, drew the ire of the judge when he raised his voice while making submissions in the court. The lawyer spoke while insisting that the date chosen by the court for the defense to open its case was not convenient for him. Umar then ordered the lawyer to come out of the bar area of the courtroom and kneel down. However, NBA President Afam Osigwe said no judge has the power to order a lawyer to kneel in court. At number 2, police authorities in Maiduguri, the Borno state capital, have confirmed that a total of 23 persons were killed while 108 others sustained injuries after 3 bomb blasts were denoted on Monday night. The spokesman of the command, Nahum Kenneth Dasso, who disclosed this in a press statement on Tuesday, however, said NUPRC has returned to the state capital. He further explained that following the incident, a combined team of police tactical units, the military, and other joint security operatives was swiftly deployed to the affected areas. At number 1, Anambra State Governor Professor Charles Soludo has been sworn in for a second term in office. He took the oath during his inauguration, which was held at the newly renovated Alex Ekweme Square in Oka, the state capital, on Tuesday. Soludo was sworn in alongside his deputy, Dr. Onyeka Ibezim. The event was attended by Vice President Kashim Shettima, ex-President Olusegun Obasanjo, and Goodluck Jonathan, respectively. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.